The ENFP is 8.1% of our total population. 6.4% of men are an ENFP, while 9.7% of women. When we average those together, that's where we get our 8.1% of our total population. Now, the ENFP has a wonderful learning style because they're interested in information that is related to people and relationships. They enjoy analyzing feelings and information and hearing the opinions of others. They're highly focused on growth and development, and they tend to procrastinate assessments and even assignments. Now, don't take this as a reflection of their lack of interest in a topic. It's just that they like to really easily learn material, and they like to be able to grasp more material instead of really focusing on the details. They're very idealistic, and they like to be able to develop their own opinions, and they don't want to be told what they think. They're going to enjoy scaffolding their new information into existing schemas and searching for patterns in learning. They're going to look to the future when they learn and noting how knowledge can be applied to current situations. They're most motivated to learn when they see a relationship between the classroom instruction and an immediate application. The key word for this learner is innovative and exploratory. So they like to explore and they like to be creative. So their question when they're learning things is, how does this help me solve a problem for input? You can write people, relationships, my family, myself, my organization, work, school, whatever it is. But they want to be able to solve a problem. As a learner, some of the greatest instructional activities that can be used for the ENFP is to create that active learning environment with frequent breaks. They are a fast-paced learner, very fast-paced and spontaneous, and they're going to jump from one activity, boom, 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 as fast as you can imagine. So by giving them an active, integrated learning environment where they can move from one activity to another is going to be one of the best ways to keep this learner involved. Like a center kind of idea, letting them move quickly and letting them assimilate as much as they can. They like both cooperation and competitive. Now, they prefer a little more cooperation and collaboration than competitive, so try use competition more in a competitive way against themselves. So have them compete and say, I am good at this, but I can be better. Letting them set their own learning goals is a great way to really help the ENFP to be able to grow more. They are creative. Remember, this is an innovative learner. They love to see how they can make new ways to use old information. So give them a challenge and help them to create their own learning environment. One of my favorite things to do with an ENFP is by starting a new unit, giving them the opportunity to create the unit. Make a learner-centered environment where they are the one who's created how they're going to learn something. Remember to use discussion and emotions that goes along with that feeling part, as well as experiential learning, and give them plenty of feedback. They do want feedback for their learning. Now remember that they are going to prefer general concepts. This is not a very detailed learner because they are going to move and jump from one thing to another, being very fast-paced. So make sure that you give some details, but that you focus more on the theories. They like the theories. They're going to enjoy being physically active and hands-on. They need to be able to touch, to maneuver, to manipulate things. So anything you can do that's going to create an environment where they get to physically touch or interact and involve as many senses as possible is going to be a great way to help them to become a better learner and to assimilate that knowledge. Remember, working with other people's groups, peer feedbacks, partnerships, teams, any kinds of those things are going to be great, and that goes along with that extroverted piece of their personality. Also, give them plenty of times to be imaginative and creativity. Using practical information is very, very important to them. That goes along with their learning question, which is, how does this help me solve a problem? They want to be able to solve a problem. This is most important to them and most foundational. Now remember, they are an unstructured learner that's going to want to have innovative teaching, creativity. Visuals are wonderful for this learner, as well as giving them the opportunity to verbally process whatever they are or their new knowledge.